So the thing that we all thought was going to happen has happened, and the Employment Rights Bill 2025 is here, bringing with it a bunch of employment law changes that you need to know about. Now, there's a multitude of changes in the bill which I won't be able to cover in one short video, so I'll do a bunch of videos that cover all of the key things to make sure that you're up to date, and that's whether you're an employee or an employer. It's just super important that you know how these changes will impact you. So the first thing that you need to know about is the changes that are coming in terms of statutory sick pay. Now, this is a pretty big change because it represents a real shift in terms of the way that sick pay is managed currently in the UK. And if you work for a company that already has enhanced company sick pay, this probably won't impact you. But if you work somewhere where they just pay statutory sick pay, this one definitely is for you. So at the moment, statutory sick pay is payable from the 4th day that you are off sick. So those first 3 days that you're off sick are what's known as waiting days, where your employer is effectively waiting to see whether or not you come back to work. Now, what the Employment Rights Bill does is get rid of waiting days and makes statutory sick pay available from day one of that period of sickness absence. Now, this will come into force from April 2025 and will impact anybody who only gets paid statutory sick pay. So as I said before, if you have a company that provides enhanced company sick pay and you don't have these rules in place anyway, then you're not going to see a difference. But those of you who do, you will. And it's likely that this will impact kind of smaller businesses more than bigger businesses. It will increase the cost of sickness absence, and probably, in the grand scheme of things, dare I say, it might increase sickness absence in general. We might have sickness absence whereby people who in the past have kind of just struggled in because they haven't been able to afford to have that gap in terms of sick pay, they might then look to take more genuine sickness absence, and obviously genuine sickness absence, totally fine. But equally, you might have more of an increase in sickness absence that's not so genuine, with people wanting to have a longer weekend. For example, if I take a Monday off and a Friday off, then I go a long weekend. So not necessarily saying that's what will happen, but we might start to see some trends in terms of sickness absence levels in organisations changing. So it's a pretty important one for you to know about, and I suppose whether you're an employee or an employer, just be clear in terms of what your current sickness absence process is and whether or not you're going to be impacted by this change. So I would be really interested to hear whether or not this is something that you're interested in. Do you think this is a big change in the way that I've described, or is this just something that probably is going to go unnoticed? Pop your thoughts in the comments below.